Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks. For a good long while, I've been wanting to make something like this, but I never could quite get the concept of how to do it, and it's a little tricky. You can see that I've got some places that didn't fill in because the blend overstepped its bounds, and that's because of sharp items. So I'm just going to take, this is just plain, I'm going to take the freehand tool and I'm just going to kind of draw a semi-smooth shape. And then when you get it, I would try to make it as smooth as you can. Like right there would really hurt you. So if you'll take this and, go like that and make it kind of smoother, maybe even take the smoothing tool and smooth it out a little bit because your first one is going to be pretty important. Then Control D and make it duplicate, and then hold down the Shift key, and then maybe kind of, let's go a little bit smaller, then maybe kind of move it more in the center of the item, and then go to blend, and I'm just going to blend 16 times, and I get that. So on the first one, I don't have any overlapping lines. It really came out pretty good. And then from there, you just gotta, this is pretty smooth. Kind of got lucky on that. So take your freehand tool again and maybe come off this line and try to kind of meet that line. But see, that might be too much of a point. Then take your Smart Fill tool and fill that in and nudge it over. Left click, right click. Yeah, that's going to be too pointed probably. Let's see, Control D. Hold down the Shift key, grab them both, and hit apply. I don't really think it matters if it oversteps its bounds, but I don't want to do that on the first one. So I'm going to take this one, get the shape to, and I'm kind of new at that, new at this, and see if I do that right there, it's going to be really sharp on the next one. So let's just see what this looks like. And you don't have to have, we got a really sharp point, so it might not work. Control D, hold down the Shift key, bring it maybe more in the center, and hit apply. And see, I've still got some that are overrunning each other. And that's kind of, if you're going to do this, that's kind of not what you want. So let's try taking this with the shape tool and putting it right there and then kind of make it that shape. Because I think if you get like 3 or 4 of them, it'll be good. So I've got a little bit of rough spots, but then I'm going to Control D. Maybe make it a little bit more to the center. I'll hit apply. That came out pretty good. I don't think there's, those aren't really overlapping. So I'm going to use them and see what's so good about this because I can nudge it right back over there. I think I'm just going to go up and down and not on the corners. So, see, I didn't get the whole thing. If you don't get the whole thing, the blend goes with it. And at some point, I'm going to have to break the blend apart. But let's just try this. That's pretty good. Take the Smart Fill. So the Smart Fill tool creates a new object. Left click, right click, Control D. It's always safer to get the pick tool. Hold down the Shift key. This is going to be a good one. Matter of fact, I should make that maybe a little bit smaller. Let's take that and hold down the Shift. See, even though I've got a little point right there, I think it's nothing's overlapping. Then take away that line and move that over. So if we get into here, let's just see what happens. Let's maybe split this up. I just started doing this last night, playing around. And let's make a perfect curve. Maybe none of them will overstep its bounds. And by that, I mean they're getting on top of each other because it's not going to look at it. If they're close, it's not going to matter that much. This might not work at all because these are probably going to, well, not really. Yeah, see, that's what you don't want. Um, and we can't change this shape. I wonder if we could change the inside shape. Let's just see what that looks like. Yeah, that's even worse. So let's say you've worked on it a while and you've got something like this, because you could make this work. Now, we have blended all this, so we want to take everything and go to object and break the 9 objects apart. I'm going to go ahead and go object, group, and ungroup all, but then I'm going to group it, Control G. Then I'm going to take a rectangle. I'll tell you what, I've grouped it, so I'm going to hit P. I'm going to take a rectangle, and I'm going to try to encompass everything. I don't really know if it matters if you don't get those corners, but we're just going to see what it looks like. And because that's a group, we can take this. You can see we got 2 objects selected, and we go to intersect. Now, intersect puts a line around it. I'm trying to figure out how that can be eliminated, but it's still going to. I'm trying to figure out. I mean, because I don't like the line. Because what I want to do now is Control D and duplicate it and then mirror it. But see, I'm going to have that line. So let's see if we can't, without too much work, painstakingly get rid of that line. I'm going to go object, group, and ungroup all. See, it'd be nice if I could just grab that line and, so it would be a lot of work, because I did it earlier, to take and cut these lines out. A lot of work. You know what? Let's try this. Hadn't thought about this. Let's group this together, Control G, and then let's hold down the Shift key and make a rectangle, and then hold down the Shift key and bring that rectangle in. Now I wonder if we could trim it. Well, that's pretty cool within itself. See, back minus front does the same thing as the trim. Nope. I always try everything. Nope. But an intersecting is just going to give us another line. I'd sure like to be able to take away that line. But anyway, if you don't intersect, and so you won't have that line, you could do stuff like this, Control G to group that, Control D to duplicate it, and then mirror that over, and maybe even flip it. And, you could actually fill in, wonder what's going to happen if we weld it. Nope. Didn't think it would work. Well, I've kind of lost my train of thought. But this here is still pretty cool, because we take the Smart Fill tool. I'm actually going to use yellow, because I'm going to turn it yellow here in a second. Now you're going to have to zoom in. And the good thing about it, you don't have to, it'll go all the way around. I mean, I've looked at these that people have done. Now, do you want to do that one and have double lines? Or do you want to skip that one and do the other line? I don't know. I don't think a double line matters. But after we do this, I'm going to put a black box. And I kind of do like this because my center is not filled. On the other ones I did, the center were kind of filled. And I don't know why you would even want to do this. But if you take it now and right click no outline, And let's put a black box around it. It looks pretty cool. I need to do a little more research on how to do other parts, but that's still pretty cool. Anyway, I hope that gave you an idea or two, and thank you for watching.